The basic thing that we announced this morning is in an effort to provide options and alternatives to the once every 10-year secure exam, beginning in January of 2018, ABIM will offer 2 assessment options. One option will continue to be the long-form assessment taken every 10 years. It'll look different in a variety of ways from what we're doing now, but it will fundamentally be a once every 10-year comprehensive exam. But the new track is more frequent assessment with fewer questions completed outside a testing center. And the idea behind that second piece, that more frequent option, is that they would be more frequent. Interval, we need to be discussing with all of you and with folks about what feels right. Each of them would have fewer questions, and we'd be introducing some version of remote proctoring, which is our term for ability to verify that the person doing the assessment is the person you think it is, and that the resources they're accessing are the same resources anybody taking it is accessing. And the idea behind this track is that physicians who perform above an expected level of performance will test out of the longer form 10-year assessment. So they could stay on this track pretty much indefinitely, and as long as they are maintaining a level of engagement and performance in continuing acquisition of knowledge and skills. There will still be the 10-year assessment option, and in our All Diplomates survey, what we found was that just about 20% of current diplomates actually prefer that option and say they want to continue. And when people have choice, some people may find that doing it that way makes more sense for them, some people may not. But as I said, there'll be a variety of enhancements and improvements that have been requested by physicians. So we need physician feedback on all of this, and some of you may know we announced earlier a pilot study of using, we call it an open book assessment, but it's basically going to the Pearson VUE Testing Center and having access to UpToDate as a resource. No commitment to UpToDate, it was more that they were willing to do the work to put it on the platform that we use to administer the exam. If we do scale this, the expectation is that we would make a path for any educational electronic resource to be available. So what's the timing? It's going to be available for some subspecialties, and we believe internal medicine initially in January of 2018. We're not going to be able to do it across all of our disciplines, and in fact we think that it's better to do this incrementally, both because it gives people longer notice of changes and because we can learn as we go along for the best way to do it. So we do expect to roll it out to additional subspecialties and ultimately the remaining subspecialties over the remaining program cycles. But if your certificate expires before the new option is introduced, you still need, if you want to maintain certification and be reported as certified, you still need to pass the current long-form exams. And these exams will continue to be based on the updated blueprint. And folks who do take the exam in 2016 or 2017 and pass it will then have 10 years to decide whether what they want to do is take another long-form exam or they want to enroll in the new option of the shorter, more frequent assessments. So that will be a choice that individual physicians get to make who are taking the exam in 2016 and 2017.